Hi, Craig Wallace here with
Craig and Carrie.
And we're on the bench today. We have a very special guest. His name is Chris Walker.
Hello, yeah, my name is Chris Walker.
Chris grew up in the Long Beach area, has lived homeless off and on throughout his life, is now got an apartment and a job, and he's a success story, and he's going to share with us a little bit about his journey.
Yeah, Chris, tell us about what happened. Where does it start?
Like more than a year ago, or actually 2 years ago, I'm a flooring contractor and crashed my vehicle that was the primary transportation for getting my tools to a job site. At that point, there was nothing for me to do, or no way to get to work, no way to make money, and my coping mechanism was drugs, and it drove me to homeless. I was homeless immediately. Well, it becomes a survival. So therefore, you have to set up a shelter somewhere you think or feel safe, which is hard out there where there's no place to go.
Right, because you're in the open.
Yeah, and you don't want to bother anyone. So you try to find a place that you feel that can be safe, where nobody's going to steal your stuff, which doesn't exist. And then you have to feed yourself. So you have to seek out resources like panhandling or going to food drives or whatever there is, but which the food drives are in certain places which are usually far from where you can attain money to buy food. So the resources are very too difficult. It's a overwhelming feeling to be stuck without no direction towards what to do. So it's basically
it's hard.
Yeah,
So
I can't describe it.
Tell us how you got out of it.
The one thing that made me say yes to the help after several times of being asked, do you want help? And me saying yes, but not right now, was that no one had any clear cut plan in front of me that said, here, this is the plan you're going to take. Because oftentimes people say, oh, they're going to help, but there's no, they don't put you on solid footing. They put you on a raft.
They don't have a plan themselves.
Yeah, they don't have a plan themselves. And when someone did have a plan, because someone did have a plan, and it was drawn out, and they said, here, look, this is what we're going to do, and this is where you're going to be. As long as you follow my directions, I promise you're going to be all right.
And you took responsibility for making that plan be successable.
Oh yeah,
by your participation.
Yes. And I wasn't alone because the people that said that they would help me were there alongside me. But that's it's needed to build my emotions back, because as you're on the street, you're not just facing like starvation but the emotional like breakdown of your well-being is still it's indescribable. The fact that there was nourishment on my emotions there were in recovery and the place that they set me up. So it was a stepping stone. It was from like hospital to program, and then following the directions of the program. And I asked the people that got me in there, I said, hey, where am I going to go after the program? And they set it up. And so there was no failure on their part, and that's what keeps me, that's what helped me trust.
It helped keep you on track.
Yes.
So how are you doing
Structure.
now? How are you doing now? Tell us about the success story.
I went from the rehab to the Long Beach Rescue Mission, and from the Long Beach Rescue Mission, I found a job, and then I worked up enough money to move into an apartment, and now I go and visit the mission several times a day to show the people that, hey, look, this is the steps I took and it works, and then it makes me feel good because then I'm getting the respect, which I've never had in a long time. And there was one time, I still remember a guy that said that for some reason he grabbed the water bottle out of my cart and he helped wash my hands. He said, dude, have some dignity. And it didn't mean much to me then, but like now, like he made me feel like a human being. I don't forget it. I know everybody out there wouldn't forget it.
So you were standing there and he said,
you want some breakfast? And I said, yeah, but I'm kind of dirty. And he reached in my cart and helped me wash my hands. Like simple acts like that, like that made me regain the feeling that I was still valuable.
you're a human being.
Yeah. And right now, my parents are just ecstatic that I'm
I bet.
their son again.
Yes.
I bet.
Restaurant owners are grateful that I can come and clean up and fix their restaurant. Community people that live in the community are extremely happy because I redo their hardwood floors. So I mean, I'm obviously an asset to the community now, and I was then. I just I wasn't able to
You're contributing,
Yeah.
and it's welcome and appreciated.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's been.
And we're proud of you.
We are very proud of you, and we're very proud that we got to meet you. We're glad that you got to sit here and tell some of your story. We hope that it opens people's eyes and puts a human face to a big problem that we have. And I just want to say thank you. I mean, thank you.
And I was the guy sleeping behind Lowe's or wherever, in a tent, pushing shopping carts.
You were that guy.
Dude, I was that guy. I was the guy, and it didn't matter. What do you call it? There's no shame when you're already. What's the point of?
When you're already down.
When you're rock bottom.
Why do I have to look?
Yeah.
I don't see it.
Well, we wanted to spotlight you today so people could see the
Thank you.
human part of homelessness.
Thank you.
And we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Really. And you're a good spokesman.
Thank you.
Yeah.
If you guys are curious out there and maybe want to do more, there's a couple of GoFundMe's that one that I'd like to recommend right now. It's Ashley's Homeless Fund. It's a lady here in the community. She's very active on Nextdoor. She's getting a lot of people off the street by herself using her own funds. She works with the Quality of Life, but we'll put a link to it on the GoFundMe. She would really appreciate anything. She's getting it set up as a 501c3, and she helped Chris, and she's helping other people. So thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Thank Chris.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming to the bench. See ya.
Good. Thank you so
Can I
much.
give you a hug?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, good job.
Never had all this. I have everything I ever wanted.
And I bet your family's so happy to have you back.
Yeah, they stopped aging quickly.